Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. I do hope you guys are doing well. It's good to see you all here. So who we got here then? Barino, welcome to stream, mate. I think it might be one of the first times seeing you here, but welcome, welcome. Hello there, John. Austin. Dude, what? That's pretty cool. I like that name. Thrawn, how you doing there, man? And yep, Tactical Ice Cream Ready, that's pretty cool. So there, Thrawn, hello there, Dave, and of course, Carl. Yep, my body is indeed ready. So there, nobody. Oh dear, how you guys doing? Okay, we'll begin onto it in just a minute here. Just get things set up. There we go. Okay. Hello there, Morian. Hello there, Franz Ferdinand, Mr. AMMW. How you doing there, my friends? So, yep, I'm going to preface this one by saying this is going to be a little bit shorter than usual. It's going to be about an hour and a half, give or take, something of that sort of region. But I'll be going out to an RPG night tonight, so yeah, I need to get rid of that. Hello there, Commissar Roach. Of course, you guys will go and check out Roach's channel. Really good guy. Hello there, Alexis. Welcome to stream here, my friends. Salty Dodger, Sasha, and Keith. Yep, I mean, this is it. We'll have a quick discussion of what happened last time. I mean, it was a shame. Hello there, Kevin Forgon. Today's Mother's Day, don't forget it. Oh dear. See, things could have gone better. They could have definitely gone better. I think we did assume that he would have actually been moving... Yeah, I think we assumed he would have been moving to Noumea. Which his position somewhat suggested, but I suppose it was very possible that, well, what actually happened did happen. I was hoping that we would have been able to catch him out, but I suppose we must have missed each other at night. That makes sense. Thank you very much, that AMW. Yeah, I was gonna say, I had no idea it was American Mother's Day or something. That's a new thing. Okay, so we're looking for turn 20 then. Death by Cruiser. See, this is it. It's like, I was just discussing in the actual chat, and that's a good point, actually, before we get onto the actual stream here. So I do want to make sure that everybody's aware here that basically the rules of this series, as far as it comes to viewers, and obviously discussion of the series, is really do try to avoid discussing anything that is current. Like, you can discuss it in the actual rooms that are set up for it. So, for example, in my Discord, I have the Chrysanthemum Order, which is basically set up for the Imperial Japanese members, where they can discuss there. There's, of course, an Allied channel, of course, which I don't look at, and, of course, no other Imperial Japanese member looks at. Only the Allied forces, well, the Allied members and the observers can see that. Now, we have to really try and maintain secrecy here between myself and THG. It's all well and good, people getting excited, but just bear in mind, we need to try and maintain some balance here. So if you guys have any concerns, if you have anything to report on, whether you see somebody else that you think might be reporting sensitive information, do go ahead and contact Tortuga Power on Discord. He's going to be the arbitrator of this. Really try and keep things... tight, really. That's what we're going for. Indeed, full screen mode. But with that said, we'll get into this then. And let's see how bad things are. We'll see how it's going here. I mean, we did have, well, we saw thunderstorms over the area last turn. So there's a lot that could happen here. So, of course, there's an AM and a PM strike. So if we don't hit in the AM, we do have a chance at the PM. There's a lot going on here. Okay, we do occupy that central Mindanao base. That's actually really very good. Okay, fantastic. I'm glad I don't have to march there. Hello there, no name. Indeed. Okay, loading back over there. We do see a US submarine there just off Zamboanga, I think it was. Right, 020, torpedo misses. 020 is bottoming out here. Now, I wonder if 020 is a Dutch submarine. She could very well be. But we do not hunt her down this day. But she fires 4 torpedoes there, so that's good to see. Yeah, positive thinking. Okay, looks as though it's actually... Oh, hello. Yep. Oh, fantastic. This is good. Okay, yep, explosions below the waterline. And this was all due to the mines actually being placed at Merrick, so this is very good information there. Now, tankers are something that the Allies really do not have in abundance. It's something that they do not have a lot of, so this is really good news. Luke Alexander, Joshua Malinsky. Good to see you guys here. Welcome, welcome. Dave, how you doing? Right, indeed 3 minutes late. Hey, talk. Dutch, yeah. Seems like it was Dutch. But this is very good news. I mean, we do see what might be another ship over here as well, which is very good news. So we ideally maintain our detection level over these enemy forces over here, and we can hunt them down. If they do head back through Merrick, there's always that chance that they run into another mine. So it's a very nice area, something that we can really take advantage of. It doesn't sound like she's gone down, but yeah, she's going to be pretty much dead in the waters. Right, we do see US submarines there. It looks as though the battleships of Nagata and Mutsu force have re-emerged, which is good news. We haven't seen the Allied cruiser force. It looked as if it was actually heading south from just the momentary glimpse that we saw of it. Right, air night strikes, none. Okay. Coming into the AM shortly. Oh, hello, what do we have here? Chattanooga City. Oh, wow, okay, now this is interesting. We're seeing a lot of actual forces out here. Well now, do we? We've hit that hard, but this is something that we didn't actually know about. So Dewey cannot establish position, cannot establish... Right, okay, we've alluded... Okay, he is dropping depth charges, and he abandons the search, but that's very interesting there. Okay, so far so good actually when it comes to the submarines over here. So Chattanooga City, there's two forces here. We really do need some detection level over this. This isn't too far away from Kido Butai as well. Very close to Kido Butai at this moment in time. It might be, depending on what this is, that we sally forth to hit it, but that's going to really depend on what it is. But this is good information. This is very good, and with another cargo ship hit, that's going to hurt him. Really doing well with our submarines lately. This is very good news. And let's hope the weather is with us for an airstrike, yep, ideally. And Van Kido Butai is going fast enough to catch those cruisers. I think even if we don't catch them this turn, I think we'll be able to catch them next turn. I don't imagine he's going to be moving at full speed. But we'll see what happens. We're going to see what happens. Hello there, Battling Geezer, good to see you, my friend. I think the Allies have started the game with only 11 tankers. Yeah, not a huge amount. What industries actually use oil compared to fuel? Well, your refineries use oil and then they convert that to fuel. So the thing is, it's like, yeah, you need oil to make fuel. Without fuel, yeah, you're not making very much oil. But that's a good result there, Chattanooga, and she goes down. Right. Torpedo misses. Very lucky result for us there. Very lucky. Right, let's see if we can actually cause some damage here. Submarine taking on water. Very good result. Whoa, but she's out of depth charges. That's a shame. She's just going to roll there as well. Yeah, she's out. Oh, she really wanted to continue that attack as well. We do land one hit though, so that's good news. Okay. I mean, even landing any sort of hit is worthwhile. It didn't look like a lot of damage, but at least it's some damage. And we'll arrive over here at Vaitupu, finally taking the island there. Yeah, I don't want to give him a base there at the Elise Islands. Okay. Ideally, we see the strike from Kido Butai. The submarines have done a really good job so far. Right, I-4. This might be the American carrier force, you know. I think this is the American carrier force. Right, okay, Fanning's attacking us here, and the missile... Yeah, okay. Even if she doesn't... Yeah, okay. Let's hope she makes out of this alive. Ideally, we pick up some information on what's actually in this force here. That'd be very good. Right, escort, abandoned search. Right, now this is very interesting then. Yeah, I'm going to assume that this is most definitely the escort force for that carrier. Can you imagine if we'd been able to actually torpedo that carrier? But we see here Bagley, the light cruiser Concord, Benham, Downs, Tucken and Fanning. These appear to be new names. I don't think I've been in contact with these destroyers before, nor light cruiser. Right. Yep, the Sal River attempted to hit a subchannel, so probably not the best target to hit, really. Right, the escort abandons the search. Ideally, we pick up Sori later on. Okay, air phase operations AM. Okay. Right, ideally we hit with Kido Butai this turn. Well, in this phase. There's always a PM phase, but we'll pick up the tracks of the enemy soon enough if we miss them. Hello there, line of departure. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Yep, Sally's coming in low here. Okay, only 6 casualties there. At the end of the day, all we're trying to do here then is just keep the pressure upon him. I think I might have forgotten about this one. Yeah, I think I might have forgotten about that one. Yeah, ground attack. No, I think we... No, okay. I must have forgotten about that one. So I can't remember what I was doing there. 4 damage, which is not too bad. Yeah, we might look at decreasing the altitude there. Heater's going in. As long as it keeps up the pressure on them. Though I will have to take a look at those aircraft, make sure they're not being shaken to death by all this sort of like activity. Okay, 2 more squads disabled there. So we'll see the Battle of Loyang this turn as well. No airstrike from Kido Butai as of yet. I think it's going to be one of these things where even if we don't actually hit the American cruisers this turn or the turn even after, he's not going to have many places to go, so we'll find him at some point. Right, air phase operations here, PM. Plenty of submarines around here. Right, we'll see what happens. Aircraft there, that might be the carriers perhaps. Or it could be potentially patrol planes from Pearl Harbor, just from the Hawaiian Islands in general. How you doing there, Ryzen? We've had a lot of success with our submarines this turn so far, but nothing too major yet. Yeah, ideally Kido Butai picks up on them. Okay, so his carriers are still out here then at Midway. What is he trying to hit today? I love the fact that he's hitting the port here. Okay, for once I'm actually glad he's hitting the port. He's actually not even doing much in the way of damage. We do have an AMC bringing in an Air Force Engineer unit. Wouldn't be a bad idea to potentially place some AA guns here in the future. That could cause them some issues, but we'll take a look at that. Obviously we don't want to over-fortify the island, and it probably... Actually no, I don't know, we'll consider that. Maybe some AA guns, but the thing is if I place these guns here, I don't think we'd ever get them back. So it might be worthwhile to have them at islands we want to keep. But then again, Midway could be very interesting in the foreseeable future, actually. But this is good. It looks like his carriers are remaining in position as well, so we might have another shot with the submarine over here. And especially if we keep up the detection level over the actual carrier force, we might have a lucky shot there. Yeah, still only 1 carrier's force. And as obviously, as AMW points out there, we do have to bear in mind the fact, the very real threat that we don't know where his other carriers are. So... it's worrying. It really is worrying. I think he is going full steam back to port. We'll see what happens. Either way, we'll catch him at a port of whichever one he goes to, really. It would have been nice, actually, swept up there by defeating those allied ships, but we'll see what happens. There's still time yet. Hello, Ben Abaddon. How you doing there, my friend? Either way, Good turn so far. Hopefully we can keep the good times rolling. Yep, doesn't look like we're going to see the airstrike here. Okay. Ujimaru goes down, that's a shame, but he doesn't know about that, so... She's only carrying about 90 odd tons of supply, so not too bad. Okay, so reinforcements landing over here at Gagayan. Additional bombardment will help out here. We'll obviously need the supply here. Oh, you've run out of the tactical ice cream. Oh man, can't be having that, can we? Okay, we'll speed things up here. Quite a few light cruisers there, actually. Yeah, we'll have to rearm this force. I mean, this is it. Could he be doing a Doolittle raid? Maybe. Maybe. Right, 9 casualties there. 251 casualties for the Allies there. That's not bad at all, is it? Only disabled, so nothing to get too excited about, but that's still going to cause us some issues. I think this was reported as a patrol boat over here. Now, we'll see what happens. There's still some time left. Okay, 12 support troops lost there. Right, we're going to be moving into the land attack phase here in just a moment, I believe. Yep, here we go. So the Battle of Loyang. Yep. Look at that. There's a lot of force here. I don't think I really want to have the 12th Army in combat, but they're set to defend, so ideally they shouldn't take any damage here. So we've seen the 1st war area, the Jingcha war area, 4th group, 14th, 15th, 22nd, 24th, 36th, 39th group army headquarters. Construction, base forces, a lot of Chinese corps here. I mean, he's got a decent amount of assault value, I'm not going to lie, but the thing is, we completely outgun him. We have armor. Yeah, we've got a lot more equipment. I do believe the terrain here is clear terrain as well, so yeah. He might have some fortifications. It's not going to save him. See how these guys do. And if we could go for a complete rout, that'd be amazing. And I do kind of fear that he's going to retreat here, but if he retreats, he's obviously going to be out of position. We could leave behind a small force, perhaps, to actually garrison the city. Is this half the Chinese army? No, I'd say... I don't know, it might be like, what? I mean, it's about maybe 200,000 troops here, it's about 200,000 troops here, more over here. It might be a third of his forces in this general area. It's not essential we defeat this force. We don't technically have to even fight it. We are going to be really pursuing a offensive against Changsha, but I think it is worthwhile to destroy this army. Well, at least destroy... Yeah, try and destroy this army at Loyang. At least then that will not threaten Chengchao. We'll leave our... Yeah, our position here fairly defensible. I was obviously going to leave a unit here. Try and drive him out of this area. But yeah, we'll see what we can do here. Yeah, 37th Division bombarding. And you take a look at all that heavy artillery that we have there. That's a lot of artillery. That's a lot of tank regiments. So we have here 27th Division, 36th Division, 37th, 41st, 29th Division, 12th Division. I think we do actually have more in there perhaps as well. Yeah, he is as well. He's retreated from this base over here, so there's, yeah, there's nothing he can do, he can't retreat over there. I'm hoping that my tank force will actually make it to this road here this turn, so ideally he will be cut off. Now, I worry about them, I don't want them to be, like, just basically assailed by 100,000+ Chinese. So I'm hoping that he'll remain here in this hex, if we can try and pin him down. I think he's had, technically 2 days of movement. So we'll see how the result of this turn goes, and we'll see what the actual... what it's going to look like, really. Hard to really judge the amount of damage. There we go, 11th Independent Artillery. Yeah, his forces are taking damage. It's it's a lot of artillery. It is a lot of artillery pieces here. What did we have? Over 1,000 pieces of artillery or something of that nature? It was a good amount either way. The vehicles are going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. Okay. Yeah, we can see that various cores are being reduced. Let's see, the 92nd... No, the 80th core is still quite powerful there, 371. I mean, these Chinese cores aren't, like, insignificant, you know what I mean? They are dangerous, it's just... They really lack the table equipment. Experience and morale is incredibly varied. I think the cream of the Chinese army really fell around, what was it, Shanghai, Nanking, that sort of area? I think it was Shanghai. I do need to do a lot more reading up on the Sino-Japanese War. Okay, what we'll do here is just speed things up. It's going to be a long battle. Yeah, look at all that artillery there bombarding. Yep, here comes the actual assault, it seems. I think it's going to be a bloody one. Ideally, casualties are pretty good for us. Yeah, some Chinese cores here have been reduced to 0. Okay, yep, so it was fortified. So quite a few casualties here for us, but yeah, so 6,643 Japanese casualties. Do bear in mind that 673 are disabled, so they will come back. 69 disabled. I think this is one of the largest battles that we've actually fought here. We do lose 53 guns, so actually quite the battle here. Yep, okay. 20 squads destroyed, 8 non-combatant destroyed, 2 engineers destroyed. Let's see here, 2 guns destroyed, 51 disabled, 112 vehicles lost, 21 destroyed, but 91 are disabled, so they could be repaired. And for that, we score 12,325 Allied casualties here. Importantly, 312 squads destroyed, 463 disabled, 45 destroyed, 373 disabled, 38 engineers destroyed, 72 disabled, 120 guns lost, 50 destroyed and 70 disabled. 1 unit was destroyed during the battle. So, yep. So he's still got a level of fortification. So once those fortifications are broken down, yeah, that's caused a mark. Okay, deliberate attack over here as we attempt to deal with this Chinese force over here. Oh, don't worry about that, Joe. We can recover the disabled forces, but you can imagine that, was it 600 disabled is spread out across a very large force. I'll see you soon there, pirate. Looking good here so far? Okay, so he's going to remain in position here then. Right, leaders, morale, experience. The terrain's pretty good for him. Okay, yeah, this was really, really good there. 287 casualties, but 0 destroyed. 25 disabled, 4 disabled, 5 disabled. For the Chinese there, 372 casualties, 2 destroyed, 41 disabled, 2, 5, 1, and 1 and 7. So, not too much in the way of damage per se, it's a lot of disabled units over here. The good news is, obviously we're going to be the one continuing the attack here. We have no actual advantage, but the good news is he has no defensive, well, he has no fortifications. The only thing working for him here is the terrain. Now, granted, the terrain's pretty damn good. Had this been a clear terrain, I think we'd have rolled right over him. But yeah, it'll not take us long to demolish this force, and the good news is if we demolish this force here, rather than at Kuei Lin, or I think, I can't remember the name of this one over here, we should be able to roll over him. Is your CEA headquarters prepped for Luoyang? We do have a headquarters there. Then we'll double check that they've got the actual target set there. Add HQs and shock him next turn. Yeah, I think a shock attack could go through. Right, Allied deliberate attack at Gagayan. Really good news, well, really good job that we reinforced over here then. Very good. I'm not entirely sure what the defensive terrain is here. But yeah, I'm really glad that we got our reinforcements in here just in time. I think we'll take some damage, but ideally this is going to be another Mersing where even the smaller Japanese force is going to prove too difficult to dig out. Early days as of yet. Whew. We do hold on here. So obviously we lack the preparation, but we do have the terrain. So 240 Japanese casualties, quite a few really. We'll see. Yeah, 498 allied casualties there. That's actually pretty bad. Yeah, that's really rough for him there. So he took 3-1 losses then on that one. That's rough. Okay. Indeed. So there, Infinite, I'm glad to have you here, my friend, and hello there, Tobias. So, yeah, I'm very glad that we did reinforce here. Really, really good timing on that one. Okay, 2 squads, 96 disabled, 1, 6, 0, 2. Okay. What do we have here? Constabulary. Well, yeah, well, looks to be Filipino infantry. Kagayan, US AAF. Base Force of Filipino Corps, well, Philippine Corps. Okay. Yeah, we should be able to deal with this quite easily. Can I take this base? Oh, no, I don't think I can take it with just a bombardment. Shock attacked by Tupu. Obviously, we'll take the island this turn. And there we go, no casualties to report there. Very good. Okay, so we didn't find the actual allied cruiser force here. We'll see what sort of information we have when we get a look at the actual turn here. What happened in terms of naval battles? We've actually not seen any naval battles as such, but we have seen our submarines really strike quite effectively this turn. It would be nice to have seen further losses suffered to the Allies, but I'll take this. I think this has been a completely positive turn. I mean, we've had some casualties, but the thing is, a lot of those have been disabled. Granted, a few have been destroyed, but the vast majority being disabled. We do lose the Uji Maru, which is a shame. Never order an attack involving more than a division without checking HQ status. I think they're set to low yang, but we'll double check that one. Super Chat isn't available in your region, but I want to purchase Wildman. Oh, that's a shame, man. But I mean, if you would like to donate, then that's really bloody appreciated. I do have a PayPal, and if you want to save up your Super Chat, and you can get yourself a print order, to be honest, my dude. But obviously, completely up to you. Don't feel like you have to donate. It's appreciated, but don't feel like you have to. Okay, so we've lost sight of the Allied Task Force, but I'm going to assume that they're down this way. He's not gone far. And as Infinite commented on the video after the stream, perhaps we should have considered splitting up the force, but I think it's down to the weather mostly in this area. If we take a look, yeah, a lot of thunderstorms in this area. Over Kido Butai is overcast. I think we must have lost them during the night. We did see them around about this area. We didn't get a chance to actually take a look at where they were going, but we did see them around here. Now, he could be heading directly on towards Brisbane. He could be heading directly, potentially down towards New Zealand or towards Fiji. Now, we did see an allied force over here, so we really do have to check these waters now. But we'll see. Either way, we know he's going to be heading to a port, and we are going to be hitting these ports relatively soon. So, we'll catch him. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Okay. AMC's are over here, okay. Yep. Okay. Oh, thanks, Tobias. I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, unfortunately, Cursor, but it was a good one for us. We didn't actually find the Allied cruiser force this turn, but yeah, everything else went well. It's a shame that we lost the Uji Maru, but yeah, Nagata and Mutsu have recombined, so our force is underway, which is good news. It's going to take them a couple of days to actually arrive over that way. I don't mind that too much. We might look at what forces we could potentially detach over here, but the thing is, a lot of them are without ammunition, aren't they? So, we're not looking too hot in that regard. But, yeah, let's see here. So we do have Kinagusa joined here now by 4 destroyers. We should actually have the 21st Air Flotilla, yes, has finally arrived. They've actually arrived in good numbers here, pretty, yeah, nice, okay. And 1,296 of them. I think this is due to the fact that they really don't have much in the way of equipment, do they? Yeah, just do your Sydney and Brisbane strikes, yeah, this is it. We did see a force out this way, but I'm going to use these submarines to deal with that. The great news is here, we will soon be able to begin basing actual naval bombers. And just, well, not just naval bombers, we could actually take a look at having some fighters. The main thing's going to be having, like, patrol boats, well, patrol planes, And just having the numbers of aircraft, which is going to be really, really good. That's going to be really nice. And do you have enough fuel for Kido Butai to stay in the area and wait for detection of the Allied Task Force? We're not going to wait to detect them. We'll move in the area. We'll see if we've picked up any sort of information on the operations. We did have reports. We did have a general idea that they were there, and it looked as if they'd had split into two forces, actually. So we'll take a look at that. We do have 30,000 units of fuel actually on the way down here. Yep, 34,000 units of fuel. Wouldn't be a bad idea to actually detach some units just to give them an extra guard there, to be honest. And this is good news. We'll have them unpack. They're planning for Manila at the moment. So we'll have to decide where we're going to have them planned for. Yeah, so if we take a look over here then, so aviation support is now at 119. Fantastic. We're at 6,947 supply. We do have to be careful because there is a limit to the amount of supply here. But this is good. We've actually gained a lot here at Luganville this turn. Engineer-wise, 36. We do need additional engineers to really speed things up. The airbase is at 36%. It is increasing. It'll not be that long before we're actually able to have aircraft here, which is going to be very, very exciting. Very exciting. Okay. Can you see if the if aircraft was lost on that cargo ship we sunk? Yeah, sure. We'll go ahead and take a look at that. So, aircraft losses today. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we've just struck gold there. We just sank there 18 P-40B Warhawks. Oh, that's good news. He's not going to be too happy about that one. Oh, I'd love to know what ship that was on. I mean, that might have very well been the one over here. That was really, really nice. Yeah, that must have been the Chattanooga. There's still chances to actually sink additional ships here, potentially. Really, really good news. Oh, I'm very happy about that. I'm sure you guys are happy about that as well. Yep, I mean, those, yeah. That's very good. In his shoes, I would have sprinted west with the healthiest, then north with the worst wounded. And why would you move the airfield to a base with no airfield? And we move them there in preparation to actually have the airfield built up. We were obviously hoping that we would have been able to take New Caledonia at this point. But, yeah, we'll take this and build it up as an airbase. It's there in preparation to be moved to New Maya. Obviously, our logistics arrived before that was built up, but that's fine. At least it's there and ready now. Obviously, we do need to guard it, but it's going to be moved over here once we have the availability. Apart from the British carriers of deadly biplanes that are far away, Kido Butai is free time in Australia for the most part, yes. Hello there, Sean. How you doing there, my friend? Yeah, I know I was going to have that. It's not a huge amount of losses, but it's something that he's not going to be happy with. It's nice. It's one of those things that's going to be, yeah, it's a nice little bonus for us here. Indeed. Okay, really happy about that. And we do see a Lily shot down by flak here. We do lose an L3Y2 Tina. Now that's, it's not great. A Mavis, a Jake, A4M4. We do notice an SBD-3 Dauntless went down as well. Now that was due to operational. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, we'll have a look around this area. Yeah, well, this is it. I mean, any fight is... I mean, this is it. It's not going to kill him in the area, losing those Warhawks. It is going to hurt him, though. It's going to be one of those things that he's going to be like, yeah, I kind of wish they didn't die. Let's see. Oh, fantastic. So he has no detection over Kido Butai, which is fantastic. Good news. Let's check. He has only a slight bit of detection over the MCs. That destroyed the Squadron 2. I don't know... possibly. I don't know if it destroys the squadron as such. Yeah, as John says there, the pilots probably lived. It depends, really. I mean, had they all been on one ship, then maybe, but they looked as if there was multiple ships there. Yeah, exactly. And ideally, I mean, this is it. We have nothing to take a look at here. We'll go through the actual combat reports and see what we can find, then try and figure it out. Okay, we did torpedo a tanker by Merrick, which is good. She wore, yeah, on fire, heavy damage. She didn't go down, but I can imagine she's not doing well. Right, so in that force there, we just saw the Chattanooga City torpedo hits 2, and then, I suppose she must have gone down. Did we hit anything else? Right, we hit that sub there. That was the the force we detected to the north. Yeah, okay, so if indeed that was the only cargo ship in that force there, then yeah, that might be the squadron down, while the pilot's with them as well, so that's very good news. Yeah, thunderstorms with submarines. Poetic, right. Okay. Undetected. Undetected, okay. So we'll sweep close around this area. We did see another destroyer here, but we definitely did see another force. We detected them around here, and there definitely was another force. Right, we're pulling back from Auckland with these submarines. As at the end of the day, we do need these surge plane equipped submarines really fueled up and just used in better situations. We'll take a look at the radio intelligence in just a moment. Okay, that base has been taken at long last, which is good news. At least we don't have to worry about things as much over here. I'm going to double check the actual report for that one. There might have been potentially a aircraft, so I'd like to double check. Unfortunately, no aircraft. It would have been nice if we could have caught out some patrol craft there. But at least we're taking the island. It's of no real use. It's just I want to have control of the island so he doesn't actually have somewhere to base float planes from, really. That's the only part of that. Okay. So, let's see. How's our force looking here? I do need to get some supplies into Koumac. That's what we need here. Yeah, I'd definitely say so. We have an AMC arriving here. They're going to be there in maybe 2 days. I think what we're going to do here with Kido Butai then is consider... Well, these submarines are moving in over here, Mayor. Moving east. So we do have to be very careful around here at Luganville. We do need to expand the port there as well sooner or later. His cruisers are likely west-northwest of Koumac. Detection of that task force suggests that he has a float plane within a radius of 5 of that task force. Do you know if he was detected last turn? Right. We did see him during the turn resolution about here. We'll take a look at the operations report. SB free sites over 20th. Right, Jake from Cheetos 1 crashes on landing, unfortunately. What's the actual coordinates here? Just double check. So, 114155, okay, we'll look for something around that general area. Right, we are detecting the submarines. We're aware of those. Damaged on landing, but at least she's not lost. Right, the airfield on Pago Pago has expanded to a size 2. Now that's really interesting. It'd be very nice if we actually took control of that. Okay, so previous reports of the sinking of the battleship Pennsylvania incorrect. Yep. Intelligence reports the ship is still in service. Okay, that's good to know. Skipjack still in service. Repairs completed on I-174 at truck return to service. Very good. So I do wonder if those Warhawks had actually come from Pago Pago, because it would make sense for the actual angle of approach there. Okay. I think what we're going to do then is we'll have Kido Butai actually head this way. I mean, we do need to head towards Australia. We considered heading this way, but I think if the allied ships have actually headed this way, more or less, then we'll follow them up. We know who's going to be heading towards this area. Right, there is some detection over I-10. Now the good news is we do have a submarine over here. She's heading back to replenish. We can instead tell her to replenish. Well, actually I'm going to set her home port to Luganville for the time being. Obviously she'll be able to remain on station longer. Okay. Okay, now we're going back. I can show ship losses by class. Yep, we'll take a look at that in just a moment. Okay. Clear that for the time being. Okay. I-169, unfortunately, lower torpedoes for the most part. She doesn't actually have a search plane, but at least she's actually on station. So we can make use of that. Okay. I think he ran west and south. Yeah, as AT says there, Kido Butai was spotted last turn, so at least the good news is she's undetected now, which is good, very good. At least he's not going to be able to move his submarines there. We know he's going to be sending submarines here, which is going to be an issue. Just need to get these forces out of here really as quickly as possible for the most part. Right. Right, Kotori. We need to have Kotori move out. Yeah. Unloading over here. So what I'm going to do now then... Hello there, Mavenos. How you doing there, my friend? Yeah. With the American submarines coming here, then we do need to get things moving out. How goes it? Doing pretty well, my friend. Doing pretty well. It's going to be a shorter stream than usual, as I'm going to have to play some RPG tonight. So, yeah, not as long as I would normally have here. But at least we get to go through the actual turn here, do a little bit of theory crafting, try and decide what we're going to be doing for next time, really. But yeah, it's been a fairly good turn. We do have the one element there of the field artillery regiment to unload. Ideally, we should have that done. I'm not super keen on remaining in the area with these submarines here. I mean, it's potentially 3 submarines here. We do have forces to protect the actual port here to a degree, but it's not a large enough port to actually offer security. It can definitely be attacked, and I don't want to lose anything here. So we'll take a look at what we actually have at the port of Luganville, and if it can move, we'll get it moving now to a degree. Ooh. It's a difficult one. It is genuinely a difficult one, but I think we are going to have to move our forces here. We do have fuel nearby, so at least we can keep them moving. So I'd rather have them move up to potentially temporary stations at Tulagi, and then also can have them brought back down here once it is safe to do so. But I'm not interested in losing anything here at Luganville, so we'll assess that situation as it comes. Okay. What I am going to do here then for the time being, I mean, there is potential for us to split Kido Butai in half. That's potentially something we could do. Also, we could then have forces head this way, we could have forces head this way. And then, honestly, that could potentially give us an ability to strike at both Brisbane and Sydney roughly around the same sort of time. We'll debate on that one. Yeah, no, don't worry about it, Infinite. I think it's just the common wisdom has sort of been drilled into me at this point of never splitting Kido Butai. But no, I understand what you mean there. But we can consider doing that this time round. We'll have a little bit more of a look at the turn, and then we can see what we can be doing here. I think the cruiser falls headed west and may have managed to escape. How much naval search do you have out of Kido Butai? Kido Butai, let's see. She has 33 active float planes. Yeah, I think the weather's been causing us issues. We do have, well, we did have some float planes over here as well, because obviously the battleship force did move out from here. So it's a shame that we didn't detect them. I think it seems to be the weather. Considering there's thunderstorms over that area, it definitely seems like it might be the weather. Okay. Yeah, the cruiser force has, I don't know about gotten away. It's the case of, yeah. They're not dead yet. Oh, yeah. Okay, do not strike all just Kido Butai. Hey, Kido Butai. What do you guys reckon, then? I'm kind of feeling like we move Kido Butai past Bellap Island. We have submarines over this way. We've got Kido Butai over this way, so if he was in this area, I think we would have picked up on them. I do find it interesting that there's detection over I-10. Now, that could be potentially from the base, it could be from elsewhere. 2 out of 2, so it could even be potentially signal intelligence. I'm not super sure on that one. Okay, happy with the results here, though. Unfortunately, lost the targets over here, but we'll pick them up, I'm sure. They might even potentially headed back into port, to be honest. That would make a lot of sense. Now, I have a hard time believing that is just a light cruiser destroyer. We did obviously see an airstrike from their last turn. We could have another shot at it with a submarine there. I mean, I think we'd be in deep waters, so yeah, we'd be in deep waters there, so that's a good opportunity for us. Hello there, pirate. Okay. No detection. I did see aircraft over here, yeah, so detection 7 out of 7, so I think that came from Pearl Harbor. I said half west, half southwest. Yeah, I mean, obviously that would... I mean, we're in a good position where we could obviously then recombine on the other side of New Caledonia. The good news is as well, obviously we're undetected, so that's good. Looks like his submarine's moving up over this way as well. So weather was the issue. I'd say probably the weather. It looked like he split his force, so I'm going to say that there's probably a slower damage force and maybe another one that was greater speeds. But we'll pick up on it. He might celebrate this as something of a victory, but in all honesty, we'll find it and we'll destroy it. Yeah, indeed, then merge on the other side of New Caledonia. And do the Imperial Japanese Navy have stacking penalties for the fleet? Not that I'm particularly aware of, but obviously, not that I'm aware of. Okay. We'll touch upon this more, though. I'm glad that V-21st has arrived, which is good news. Obviously, once the airfield has been constructed. And the good news as well is, obviously, with the amount of supplies here on the island of Luganville, well, at Luganville now, it does mean I can actually leave the area without worrying too much about actually keeping them supplied, as they've got enough for the time being. I think what we need to do is obviously get these ships moving from here to Tulagi, keep them out of the path of the enemy submarines. This oiler force, I might actually detach maybe a heavy cruiser or two, like something from this force. We could potentially keep them maybe around this sort of area, so then at least we can actually refuel Kido Butai. We'll see. We do have a coverage of aircraft over here at Tulagi, well, Guadalcanal. Obviously, it's not Jake's, so it's not really very long range. God damn, these fucking... I really want to get that detection up at Rabat, but it's really proving difficult here. Okay. Rightio. So, yeah, we'd move through there. So we did see a tanker around here, obviously the one that we'd hold. So we'll move into this area then, I think. What do we see here? Right, patrol ship. Yep, that force is moving in there with a knife field air... knife field air... Field construction or Air Force construction? Whichever one, and the third engineer. There's an air coordination penalty, but it's more on the Allies than Japan. There's also a limit of about 15 on surface air groups. Okay. Surface air groups? SAGs. Oh, I don't even know what I was saying there. Okay. Rest of the 56 and the base force making their way down there. Let's see. Yep, so... Ooh, engineers. It looks like... Yes, okay, fantastic. The 56 has arrived over here, a truck in good order. No detection over them, so that's very good news. Ideally, it remains that way. I'd rather him remain in the dark about this one. But this is very good news. So what we're going to do here then is, obviously, yep, it's not a bad idea to actually have a supply unloaded over here as well. We'll set up a separate supply task force here as well. I don't want to like have all of this shuttled alongside them. Surface action group, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking surface air group. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Okay. Yeah, water balloon is going to come in handy for that. Destroyers over here. Okay. Very good, very good. How many men of the 56 are on shore then? None of them so far then, so they've only just arrived, okay. It will not take as long to unload over here then, considering the size of the port. Yeah. It's taking us some time to get to 7, but we'll get there. Additional engineers are going to arrive next turn as well, which is good. Very good. Okay. Let's see then. I'd like to double check on the preparation for the 56. Right, so they've been planning for Palembang. What we're going to do here then is change that for Rabaul. I would be wary of the planes he will have on Suva. We don't need to worry about the planes he'll have on Suva. It's only really the reconnaissance that's going to be of any concern. His other planes will not have the range to actually touch Kido Butai. I think the task force is set to unload. We'll double check that. Yeah, set to unload. They might have just started with the supply, perhaps. Yeah, I'd imagine he's using the PBYs more than likely. I can't see him using much else really in that regards. Okay. But yeah, that's good news. Obviously be able to have some time to rest and truck. Wait for the rest of the division to arrive. Yeah, I mean, it's very good as well, yeah, especially with the P-40s being gone now. And this is it, as far as I could tell, there was one ship in there. I did see a second force over here, so I'd be really interested to see whether he might have been moving like a secondary force of some nature. But it's interesting to see that he's still moving assets in that area, so that's very good news. I suppose it's been very good news for our submarines. Now, we didn't strike looking around Palmyra, but we were aware of ships in that area. We'll have another shot at the carrier over here. It's well worth the effort. Well worth it. We do have additional submarines over here. I think what I'm going to do is take this submarine over here as well and have it worked into this patrol pattern. Let's see. I am very much worried by the lack of American carriers. He might have slipped into Pearl Harbor. He might be going elsewhere. That does worry me. There's always the possibility that possibly 3 carriers are heading down this way. The possibility, excuse me, that does worry me is him heading over here. It does worry me. Yeah, it is very much a an issue that we have to consider. We do need to get some float planes sent over this way. Let's take a look at the radar reports then. See you later then, Infinite. Yeah, don't worry about this one, my dude. This one's gonna be shorter. I might be calling it in the next few minutes, as obviously I'll be out sooner or later. But we'll be able to really get into this in the next stream, really. Okay, so detection, radio transmission detected at Sydney, Noumea. Noumea's interesting, then. That is very interesting. Well, yeah, I think we'll split up Kido Butai. 3 carriers north, 3 carriers south, then yeah, he's not going to be able to run from that. Hiei with one and Kirishima with the other. Obviously split the forces out equally if we can. Yeah, it is something of a weak spot north. I mean, something that we're going to have to try and figure out. And also the Americans in real life, they do want to try it. I mean, they did try the Doolittle raid, but that was about it when it came to the north. There were strategies really compiled about having strikes from Aleutians, but yeah, if he's going to be just going there with the carriers, then we'll see what happens. It could cause a lot of issues, but in reality, if he does go for something so bold, he's gonna invite a lot of repercussions as well. And depending on when we find out if it is indeed happening, like, I don't want to believe it's happening. It's like somebody had mentioned it some time ago that it might have been a possibility, and as we discussed with Infinite Monkey not too long ago, the distances from the west coast and obviously from Pearl Harbor, that sort of thing, yeah. We do have to consider it as an option. We do have to consider that we are vulnerable there. Ideally, it never happens. Don't split Kargan and Akagi. We'll be going by speed for the most part as well, actually. Right, but detection of Lahore. Detected at Batavia. Or Batavia. I'm going to say Batavia. Okay. Yeah, I know, guys, I know. We're only moving around New Caledonia, so thankfully we're not going to be really within range of any striking forces around here. We do have patrol aircraft over here that are proven to be rather ineffective at the moment, but granted that's only because one of them is running here at this moment in time. And really need to get some bloody work done to these H6K4s. I think what we need to do then is, well, we do have the aircraft, well, the aviation support to actually consider moving additional H6K4s down this way, and I think we bloody well will do. Having some H6K4s here in this area really gives it a lot of versatility. Not happy about the submarines. Please check each radio transmission spot. Lahore is what, India somewhere? Sounds familiar. Might be Malaya somewhere. Sounds really familiar, I just can't remember whereabouts it is now. Is it 5510? Yeah, there we go, yeah, India. Let's see, we know about Noumea. Tavia, we know about Oka. 128.37. They're not too bad. We'll take a quick look at them in a moment. There's 128. Oh, right, it's a Soviet base, okay. Okay, not too far off in score now, about 50-50. Well, about 50% there, give or take. Ideally, we can continue to build that up. Yeah, I'm really happy about that. Really happy about that. Unfortunate, but at least you didn't go down with any men. Yeah. That was actually quite a big one. Yeah, fair amount of capacity on that ship there as well. So that's not bad. I mean, 9 points, so not too bad there. As it was asked earlier, to go through each type here, then take a look at what's supposedly been sunk. Yeah, I've shared about Haruna. She'll be avenged one day. Obviously, we know that Repulse, Empress of Wales are still going. What was it? Tennessee? I forgot which American battleship was false reported. These guys, I can imagine, still are going. We had a pretty bad, bloody, what do you call it? Pearl Harbor strike. Right, Leander. Jan 9th. Not near Bellep Island. Okay, that might have been the Ceres. Supposedly, sunk by unknown. Supposedly, she's been quote-unquote sunk. Maybe. 28 points there. Kashima did go down, unfortunately. Really like those ships as well. That's what bothers me more than anything. We did lose Tenru and Jitsu. Jitsu? Yeah, so we lost Kashima, Tenru, Jitsu, Jitsu, something like that. Java went down. I mean, Java's a pretty good, yeah, pretty good one too. She went down to 36cm guns there. That might have been from either Congo or Haruna, actually. Houston went down to torpedo. There we go. So we've lost a few destroyers so far then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 US destroyer lost. 1, 2 Dutch. 2 British, 1 Australian. The APD Oi was lost. Moby class destroyer. Yeah, we lost the Osama Maru. And what a shame that was. She was a nice ship. But as far as it goes on APs, so let's take a look at this then. Mariposa. Shame that we didn't actually... I mean, we might have sunk potentially others, we don't know. I mean, I don't even know what happened to the President Coolidge anyhow. Hugh L. Scott sank that, and then we saw sank Wharton last turn. So that's good news. I mean, they're both worth 20 points, so it's very good news that he's actually lost these sort of dedicated transports. I don't know if they are actually dedicated transports, it seems that way. Yeah, Neruda. However the hell you say that. I mean, obviously these are like civilian. Yeah, as far as it goes for actual cargo ships, we lost a lot of these outside Malaya. That's where a lot of them went down. Tantu. Small oiler there. Quite a few midgets. Supposedly some of these have been sunk. I don't know about that. Some maybe. I think one of them was sunk by gunfire. Yeah, so we've lost Kamoy and Kitakawa Maroon. Yeah, so a few ships really, but obviously it's been one of those that we've been trying to deal with. I mean, wouldn't it have been so bad had we lost all of those forces off the Malayan coastline there? Don't worry, I have spies that President Coolidge that have to say. Oh dear. Okay. So we know there's submarines off the coast of Borneo. Now then. The Yokosuka 3rd SLF. Fantastic. 22 squads over here. I think they're completely unloaded as well. Yep, you just unloaded supply here. Obviously, we did send out additional ones last turn. Bit of systems damage on those two destroyers there. Obviously, they're the ones that have been doing the fast transport. Yep, supply here as well. Yep, so they've been completely unloaded. Right, what we're going to be doing then is really deciding on where we want to actually drop our forces. I mean, we do have these parachutists. I think what we're going to attempt to do here then is potentially next turn, if we are at... I mean, this is it's really hard to say. It could go very, very wrong. It could go very, very right. I think we kind of have to take a 50-50 shot at it and hope for the best. But what I'm thinking here is, obviously we'll debate on this one, decide on this one more as time goes on, but I'm thinking definitely you have forces land at Kuala Lumpur, and then we might have forces land at Malacca as well. We might look if we can split that force and try to land them both here. He's still got forces over here at Mersing. I mean, I'm really, really hoping there isn't anything at Malacca. We've been proven wrong before. And if there's something at Kuala Lumpur, it's going to hurt, but it'd be a shame to lose all the parachutists, but we'll see. We've not seen anything there at Kuala Lumpur for quite a while. Ideally, there's nothing there. Ideally. Otherwise, it's going to hurt. We do have forces rolling south. But obviously, if we can take control of these two bases here, that's going to significantly speed up our progress here. Like, by a large, large shot. Do definitely need supply here. See you later, Thron. Have a good one, my friend. We're not going to be too much longer here, anyhow. Not too much longer. Okay, there's submarines over there. Can rearm them with mines. Right, you've been refueled. Terrain for the paras, yeah, good idea. Jungle and clear. So Malacca would be nice. I mean, Malacca would be the one where they have the best chance. I could take a 50-50 shot if I can do. If I can grab one of these bases ahead of time, that's gonna really just, yeah. We might be able to bring some honor back here. Interesting times ahead. Certainly interesting times ahead to come. Now, we did repulse an allied attack over here, thankfully. I think he's going to get sick of me doing that when it's like, just as he attacks, I get reinforcements in there. Oh dear. Thankfully, we did take control of this base over here then. So Malay Bailey. That's under our control now. So we just need to take the rest of Mindanao. We do see submarines over here, so let's take a look then. So we do have a lot of supplies over here. I think what I'm going to do then is actually have some destroyers potentially split off as an SW force. We do have a fairly large escort. I'm worried about the heavy cruisers and light cruisers, but at least we do have a fair amount of escorts there. But we do need to get moving shortly. The Singapore Express is undetected, which is good news. Now, we did see a light cruiser and destroyer. There's something over here in the actual port. Some aircraft over here. We were aware of a couple of aircraft over there. Okay. We must avenge Aruna, indeed. And ideally we will do. Yeah, Chinese curse, may you live in interesting times. No, we know there's a submarine over here that we didn't pick up on, but we'll keep flooding the area with patrol boats. Eventually you will arrive in safety. And that might finally be next turn. It's taken a long time for them to get marching. But, I mean, they're going to make a fine garrison for Hankow or somewhere like that. Basically have them made ready. Okay, yep, our force is on its way down here. I think we do have a force on its way down that way. These two units are strategic. Put them in combat. No, I'll put them on rest, actually. Yeah, so at least we'll have some reinforcements in the next coming days. How are these forces doing? Right. Fatigue 7, 12, 14, 1, 3, 4. Table equipment 77, 55, 77. Sorry, 75. Yeah, they're going to look forward to some rest soon. Ah. And we've actually cut off the Chinese forces over here at Loyang. Superb, that's exactly what I wanted there. Okay. I'm going to see if I can keep them moving out here. The issue is I don't want to... well, actually, we'll have them move back. I mean, the Chinese are moving back that way. I don't need to... yeah, we don't want to chase the Chinese down. But we've been able to cut the Chinese off over here then, so they should... well, actually, that road is open to them. God damn it. I think we do have an... we might have had another force. Damn. Okay, should have had a force there. Either way, we're in position here. We could potentially go with a shock attack next turn. Right, 12th army. Oops. Loyang. Do have another headquarters just nearby, so we'll have them planned as well, if they're not already. I'd love to hear about that, John. Yeah, these forces moving. Still planned for Loyang, then. Might have to look at the higher up headquarters to make sure everything's planned there. I do have 51st headquarters here. Oh, sorry, 1st. Yep, planned at Loyang. I think it's just the fortifications that held us off here. 498 guns, 203,000 men. 0 AFVs? Yeah, Jesus Christ. It's a lot of guns there. 6,000 in total. 1,696 AFVs. We won this battle. Well, not outright, but we didn't do bad. So, yeah, lack of supply here, but we are going to continue to fight. Okay, these forces are actually be in combat mode, which is going to be good. Okay, set all to combat, and we will launch another attack. And we've arrived over here to Pakoi. So, next turn, Pakoi falls. And with it, the last, well, the second to last Chinese coastal settlement. This will fall. Wenchao's eventually going to fall sooner or later. Could have done with some engineers there to try and dig it out, but we'll get them. Okay. Men are preparing to move out. The Kano and Tanaka detachment have finally bloody arrived together. Taking a very long bloody time for that. The first trip, it was very easy to see the water. In fact, I saw a fish hiding from the sun and it showed no bother to me. Ah. Little fishy. There you go. And rebuild them into the 2nd Formosan Infantry Regiment. Actually, I might be even able to reform them into the 48th Division here, which would be really good. So I'm going to have to leave behind the 48th Reconnaissance. Clark... oh, all those forces... yeah, all these forces are at Pescadores, aren't they? Okay, that's not too bad, then. I could have them shift over from Pescadores, perhaps, or even have this unit shift over to Pescadores. To reform the 48th. I think I'll probably have it shifted over to Pescadores. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Pretty good. Just need to rest the men here. Yeah, fatigue and disruption, but we'll be able to deal with that. Table equipment's not too bad at all, really. I don't think any units are due upgrades here at the moment, so that's good to see. Supply issues, but obviously we'll build the supply up as we go on. Great news that the actual airfield is unblemished. So what we can do is also get airfield engineers over here, and yeah, they'll be able to run directly from Clark to Bataan, which is that's a very short flight. Yeah, so these forces over here. So I just need to have that moved to Pescadores, and then I'd have the 48th Division. Should be very nice. Okay, yeah, they're moving to Pescadores as we speak. I might have them actually head... Well, they're headed to Cacao to grab that brigade. I might actually have them grab that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll debate on that one. Lots of things here to really consider. Okay. I don't think we yet have our patrol boats. There's a fish watching me and it took me hitting it with a fishing rod gently for it to react. Gently hitting it with a rod. Oh man, did you buy it some coffee the morning after? Okay. So unfortunately that's all I have time for today, ladies and gentlemen, but obviously we'll be getting into this more than likely tomorrow. So I do hope you guys have very much enjoyed this. It's been nice, it's been a good turn for us. We've had some good success. It would have been better had we found the Allied task force, but yep, we're going to look to split Kido Butai in half and head around both ends of New Caledonia and chase the bastard down. He has nowhere to go but the bottom of the ocean. We'll have the submarines routed around here to actually look to pick up the additional target. But yeah, all's going to be very good. So I'd like to say a big thank you here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for watching. If you guys have enjoyed this, please do consider supporting myself on the channel. You can do this by becoming an actual patron, which is really, really, really nice. It definitely helps me out a massive degree. And of course, there's now additional rewards in the fact of prints availability. I forget how to do this each time, and I apologise. Yep, so if you guys do consider to become a patron, you do receive a special, so very special name on the Discord, and of course you do have the option of pledging more, you do receive a print. So, until next time, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and as usual, I'm all for these outros. Goodbye for now, have a superb evening and all day. See you next time, guys. More than likely tomorrow, possibly the day after, but pretty damn soon. Keep those barrels loaded, and yeah, see you next time.